everyone. That was meant to go up. Hang on. Yay! There we go. Oh, am I in it? Sorry. Hi everyone, it's World Mental Health Day, and yeah, happy World Mental Health Day to all my mental health warriors out there. And I'm going to just read out my thoughts. I've put some stuff down here. I would say my thoughts without reading, but I have a brain of a fish, and sometimes I don't know what I'm saying, then I forget what I'm saying, and then I just talk crap. We don't want that today. So yes, this is what I've written. Are you ready? I feel like my seat needs to go further down. Okay, so masked, hidden and stigmatized. We are all hooked on our e-devices now from a very early age. Technology has progressed more than ever to supposedly connect us, but why are we growing to be more disconnected than ever? We are taught through media, marketing and from society that happiness is something that you can buy or drink, but materialistic items only bring about a temporary rush of happiness, and alcohol or any other substances only push the pain aside. There's this quote that I want to read by Dr. Julie Smith. I'll tag her Instagram in the comments. You should definitely follow her because she posts a lot of great stuff about mental health every day. So she said, all the quick fixes that numb the pain only tend to be short term. They only keep the pain at bay for as long as you do them. And I really like that because it's true, and I want to put it under the category of unhealthy coping strategies. They are only short term and they do only last for as long as you do them. The longer you do them for, it really puts a strain on your physical health as well as your mental health, because you're just pushing all these things to the side and not properly dealing with them. You're sort of weaving around them rather than through them. And I've done stuff like that as well with self-harm and maybe sometimes alcohol and other things, but it's not the way. Short term, yeah, things work, whatever, but then it really does put a strain on your health, and it's just not worth it. And there are other ways to cope, and there are healthier ways, and I've found that out for myself, especially over the past year and a half, with yoga, with exercise, with just having a healthier mindset, and keeping a gratitude journal, and keeping positive people around me and supportive people around me, and having short-term and long-term goals. There's just all these little things that are adding up and really helping. But yeah, I think routine is what I'm trying to say, and bearing in mind that we need patience in order to reach a sense of balance, and realizing and accepting that things don't change overnight like that, and it takes time. You just have to be kind to yourself and the people around you. And some other stuff that I've written is here as well. We're going on the social media. Focus. I think social media has a huge knock-on effect, but at the same time, it can be very useful. It could go one way or another. It's a space to express important issues and raise awareness for them, but it could also be a space for comparison to other people's highlights, because the majority of people only post their highlights, which is totally fine. People can post whatever they want to, and maybe the issue isn't there, or it is sort of there but not all of it is there, because maybe we need to change our view of what we see on social media. Instead of looking at people's highlights and stories and posts and being like, oh, they have a perfect life, why don't I have that life, why do they have that, why do they have that life, why don't I deserve this, and what have they done to achieve that, and it just goes into a spiral, and we naturally compare ourselves to other people. But maybe if we start being happier for other people, and realizing that things happen in our own time, like everyone's timeline is different, and everyone's journey is unique, everyone's story is unique, and we can't compare ourselves to other people, because the more that we do that, we'll never be happy because my life is totally different from anyone else's, as like that's the same as anyone else's story is different to mine, and it's all just unique, and we all like take steps in a different way and move forward in a different way, accept things, grieve through things in a different way. We have different experiences that we learn from, if we choose to learn from them, and life just happens. I don't know, like I used to compare myself a lot to other people, but then I realised I wasn't getting anywhere by doing that, and so the best thing for me to do was to just be happier for other people, be less envious for other people, and sometimes I do delete my socials, especially Instagram, for about like 3 to 7 days at a time, or maybe more, like once a month or so, because it gets too much and I forget that people only show their highlights, and I'm just like sitting at home, like on my phone, scrolling, and I'm just like, why am I like here on my phone in my room just by myself, whilst other people are out there having fun. Sometimes I get into that sort of thing, as I'm sure we all do, and this year has been challenging for a lot of us, and above anything, throughout the COVID madness, I've been able to take a step back and see the positives, which is, being more grateful for what I do have, learning how to manage my stress more, really working on my mental health that little bit harder, and the main thing that I've realised is how important human connection is. I used to isolate myself a lot and think that I could heal myself by myself. I talked about this with a friend a while ago, and I was like, I don't want to depend on anyone for my happiness, whether that's family or friends or whoever it may be. I want to work this out by myself, then I'll come back happy, and then people won't have to see me sad. But then she sort of said something to me that really stuck with me, and she was like, Naz, we're not meant to be by ourselves, we're meant to be in communities and help each other and support each other. Like that's how it used to be, like when we were in tribes or whatever. I know we're not in tribes and stuff anymore, but it's sort of the same sort of concept. Like humans aren't meant to be alone. So yeah, over lockdown I've really opened myself to meeting new people and being careful with who I put into my life, setting boundaries, keeping positive and supportive people around me. And I've met so many cool people over lockdown and post lockdown, and I'm really grateful for everyone who is in my life at the moment. And I feel like that wouldn't have happened if I didn't make the choice to open myself to that. When we're depressed, we tend to shut away and feel ashamed and want to be sad by ourselves because we don't know how to help ourselves, and we don't know what to do or what to say, or we feel like we're attention seeking. We just don't want to upset the people around us. But yeah, I feel like the way to break this stigma is by talking about it. The more we talk about it, the more we inspire other people to talk about it, to break that stigma and raise awareness, educate people on what this is. I didn't know what depression and anxiety was until I was 18, and I had depression for years. I just thought I was just sad, and that was just it. And I was not taught anything at school or by parents or anything about mental health or well-being or how to look after my mental health. I had to figure that out by myself. But yeah, I wanted to put this video out there. I was going to just do a picture and write something underneath it. I just have a lot to say, and I feel like it's going to be a bit long if I write everything just on a post. Yeah, I guess my message is to just keep going. To anyone who is suffering, just keep going. I was in a really difficult place 2 years ago, and I did not see myself being like okay 2 years on. And when we're in that dark place, we can't see that, obviously. But I just want you to know that there are lighter days ahead, and that comes with work, like inner work, and making choices. And the thing that I said about keeping positive and positive and supportive people around you really does matter, because there's this thing, apparently, like, you're the 5 people, you make up the 5 people that you surround yourself with, which didn't really make sense to me at first, but like the more time you hang around with some people, the more you start to act like them, or you pick up on things, and so that's why, like, you just pick up on their energy, like automatically, like naturally, it just happens. So that's why it's so important to keep like-minded people around you, and people who inspire you, and people who you look up to, just supportive people that help you and that you help them. And I would like to think that this World Mental Health Day, the World Mental Health Days, are like a day to, you know, go online and educate yourself on what is mental health, what can we do about it to help one another, and how do we speak up about it to reduce stigma, and like, what can we do, like, as young people in the 21st century? Like, we've got our phones and Instagram and Facebook, and we know how to use our technology. Like, we can use it for a good cause, and that can be as simple as just posting how you feel, like how you really feel. Once I started doing that, it helped the people around me speak up about their struggles. And like, people say you're really brave to express your struggles and talk about mental health in such an open, expressive way, but I don't really see that as being brave. I feel like that's such a normal thing for me to do now, and it should be a normal thing. It shouldn't be such a taboo thing, like, still. And yeah, I just want it to be a normal thing to talk about, because we are all struggling in some way, whether we want to accept that or not, or it's just, I'm just gonna round this up because I feel like I've faffed on. I don't know how long this is, but I hope it's inspired some peeps. And if you're in a dark place, then I just want you to know that there is help out there. I know it's difficult to get help. I really struggle to get professional help. And I chose a different route because I couldn't get the help that I needed. I feel like for me, I'm on the right path, and I have chosen like a spiritual and holistic route, which I would recommend that people do try. Everything's worth a try, and if it doesn't work out, then you can say, oh, well, at least I tried. And it's about trial and error and finding out what works for you. So I have 2 announcements. So just like an update that ties in with mental health and stuff. Like, some of the people around me know that I want to be a yoga teacher. Yoga is something that has really kept me sane, especially over lockdown, and I just think it's very, very beneficial for our mental health and physical health, and I want to share what I've learnt and further develop on my knowledge and abilities with it all. So yeah, I've got 2 taster days coming up to look at some teacher training courses that I will hopefully be starting next year, so I get to be a yoga teacher in the next couple of years, hopefully. And my last announcement is, are you ready? I might just post it tomorrow, but no, that's yeah. Are you ready? Drum roll, please. Just me. I have been asked to talk on BBC Radio Sussex and Surrey for their Pledge to Talk campaign to encourage people to talk about their loneliness, isolation and mental health, etc. So I'm really excited about that. That's on Monday evening. I will post about that soon with times and links and stuff. And my track Lost Connection will also be aired on radio again. Yay! I will leave it at there. Let me know what you think, and what your thoughts on Mental Health Day or mental health in the 21st century in general, and what you do to look after your mental well-being, and just anything. Just comment below and let's have a party. Woo! I'm joking. Use hand sanitizer. Wear your mask. Space, face, mace, make, what? Okay, that's it from me. I hope you enjoyed this and have a lovely weekend. I will post about my radio appearance soon. Bye! Lots of love to all my mental health warriors out there. You are all doing amazing, and you should high five yourself for coming this far. I feel like I should read out an inspiring quote, but I don't have any with me right now. So, inspiring mental health quotes. Enter. There was one somewhere, but I don't know where my book is. It's something like, why do you stay in prison when the door is so wide open? And I'm going to leave it there. Bye! Oh, tell me some inspiring quotes as well. I feel like I've asked too much. No one's gonna comment now, are they? Oh well. Bye!